everybody. Hi, it's Becky from powertoolswiththread.com. That's my blog. Oh my gosh, you guys, we just got back from Houston. What an amazing trip that was. We were there for the market, where that's just for vendors, and I met some amazing people in the industry. And then we were there for a festival where I got to see so many of you. How about those Astros? It's an official World Series jersey I'm wearing. Oh my gosh, Keith and I both got them. Hold on, let me move this table. I'm wearing Bregman #2. The third baseman who made that amazing no-glove catch with the right hand and got an out. Anyway, enough about baseball. But boy, we had a good time. So the convention center is right next to Minute Maid Park. And we made sure during the days that the World Series was going on, we got out of there. Matter of fact, they closed down the show 2 hours early on Sunday, telling everybody, y'all need to pack up and get out because we're fixing to shut down the streets. There's going to be more than 1 million people down here. And there were already public works trucks out there with their little barricades getting ready to shut it down when we left. And we tried to get out of there about, I think we left about 1. Well, we left on Saturday and then we came home on Sunday. And for those of you who are wondering, the motorhome ran fine, no problems. It was good. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the haul that I got while I was there. And I got a fan blowing on me, so I've got that one little piece of hair tickling my face. Hello, boo-boo. I had to take her to the vet this morning. She's fine. She just had a little wellness check, and for as old as she is, he said she's fine. All right, so let me back up. It was just so great to see everybody who showed up. You guys were amazing. They let me know I had the biggest crowds there. So at the All Brands booth, I am getting ready to do a major overhaul on how I load my long arm, because I got some sew tights. These are Magnum sew tights. They're magnets. And instead of using the red snappers that I've been using, I'm gonna load magnets in there. It's a whole new way of doing it. There's a few videos out on YouTube about how to do that, but I've never done it myself, and I have trouble. I do like to use my ruler table, and when that red snapper is, it can get in the way of that, because it's got bulk. That snapper has like a little pinky width of a rod, and then the clamp that goes over it. And it's not that big of a deal, but I do want to try this new way. So I'll let you guys know. I met the girls from Sew Tights, and just as nice as they could be. I hope to be working with them real soon. So I'll do a video on loading these Sew Tights on the long arm. They actually go into like a pocket or a sleeve on the end of your leader. And neat stuff, neat stuff. I stopped at the Fomore scissor booth and picked up these little, they call them easy snips. They're micro serrated blades. I got these little snips I got 4 pair, so that I can have them at each embroidery machine, at each sewing station. So, and then Keith got a pair. He likes to look for their scissors that have the large holes for his fingers. So that's kind of hard to find. And then you guys saw the video, the last one I put out on the Vivalux. Keith had the best time. He was going around with this camera and this little pole. He was like, okay, tell me about your goodies. What do you got? And he'd let them do a little infomercial. So those will be coming out throughout the week as we get going. But Joan, thank you. Joan, she's one of my moderators in my Facebook group. So I ran into Joan, and she made me this adorable bag. So cute. It's from the C & Me line by Moda. It's just as neat as it can be. Now I know what I'm going to keep my Sew Tight tops in. Very cool. Thank you. And oh my gosh, I just had such a good time with you guys. All right, so let me get to what I wanted to tell y'all while I was in Houston, I went to All Brands Houston and did a little shopping there. And I just picked up a couple of fat quarters, just grass green, so that I will have it if I need it, you know, like Easter Bunny, if you need grass or whatever for an applique. And then little hearts I picked up for Valentine's Day. And this, it's P&B Textiles. I thought that this, and I got the idea from watching Sunny Linda Fox, something like this would make an amazing haunted house if you were going to do haunted house, you know, like an applique or something for Halloween. So I got that. And then they had their Halloween fabric 50% off. So I picked up, this is all from Midnight Magic 2 by Moda. So I picked up 4 yards of this, is all for backings, is what I figured. I got 4 yards of this and 4 yards of this one with the headstones. And then I got 2 yards of this. I thought this would make a real cute little binding on whatever. So these are for, well, these are for the Halloween quilts to be. But, or maybe, did I have a backing already for Mr. Bones? One of y'all asked me if there was a tutorial for Mr. Bones, and there is not right now. I just ran out of time. I just did not have time to even think about that. I got the little Sew Tights book. I did an interview with those girls too, and that'll be one of the videos coming out. Okay, and I've got all these little Sew Tights here. Now, I like to wear the Pin Pal when I do my long arming, and because I just throw my scissors on it. It's a magnet. I just throw my scissors up there. So they are getting these. These are going to be new. This is Sew Tights magnetic. It's called a magnetic straight pin holder. Now, these are they're getting heavier, stronger magnets. They're not heavier, stronger magnets. And so I wanted to use these. She said 2 of them together are strong enough to put on your shirt. So one would be the front, one would be the back. But they are re-engineering these so that you would only need one. So I don't know what they have in stock right now. So hold off on getting these if you wanted something like that. But it's real cute. It's got a little needle with a thread through it. Y'all, the phone calls coming in are fast and furious because tomorrow's election day, right? We did get another interview too with All About Blanks, and they have come out with this new tea towel. Look at this, isn't that adorable? So a lot of people wanted one that wasn't white, you know, because in the kitchen, everything I hang in the kitchen that's white, it turns out grubby after about a week. But they wanted something that wasn't white, and so she went searching and found it. So yeah, that interview will come out too, but I grabbed one and maybe we will sew it together, okay? And then I also stopped at the booth called Purely Gates. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. If you're new to embroidery, you probably haven't. But this lady, I believe her name is Patricia, she digitizes the most adorable designs, and they're very, I would say they're not dense. They have very low density. And so I got a couple of these, and I'm gonna make the little giraffe wall hanging. But I got, so what it is you sew like part of the design, and then they tell you to take some Mylar, which is that shiny iridescent plastic, and then you put it on top of the design and let it finish out, and it just sparkles all through it. So you can't do that with most embroidery designs. So, and I've always loved this. I have a jean jacket that I've got an eagle on the back. This is USA, and it's all sparkly. It's one of hers. But I picked up Mylar Campers, so that I got this one. And y'all, look how many designs are on this thing. I mean, there's a ton of them. And they're in all different sizes, from a 4x4, 5x7, 8x12 is what they have on the CD in here. And then I did get the giraffe. So I got this one, and I'm gonna be making the giraffe window multi, probably the 10 by 16. And what it is, if I get up real close, can you see that? It's like he's looking down, hanging his head. It's this one right here. I'm gonna make that. I think that'll be real cute. Whoa, my table's rolling. I need to put the locks on. And then they had the cutest apron. This is for Mylar Chefs. I got this one. I'm trying to do it so there's no glare. And the one I got that I wanted to make, they had hanging it. Y'all know I have no imagination. So if it's hanging there and it's cute, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make that. It says, an apron is a cape worn backwards, but it's just adorable. And this thing is loaded down with designs. This one is for the kitchen. Super, super cute stuff. I wish I had enough money to go through there and get all those, because boy, she's got some adorable things. So when I get ready to make that apron or do any of that, I'll shoot a little video. We can do it together or whatever. I ordered a daily deal from Missouri Star, and it's called Gingham Play by Michael Miller. And I went ahead and got this simply because it was going to be great for applique. See all those? It's just a small gingham. And it's a pack of 10 by 10 squares, which is perfect for doing applique quilts. I don't want to lose my Mylar. Let me put this over here. Okay, and then another one I want to do. Y'all, I had so much fun. It's really neat because there's a lot of embroidery stuff that's coming into market now, and the festival that used to not be there. It used to be all quilting. So very, very cool stuff. Have you guys ever heard of lunchbox quilts? Lunchbox quilts. She's been around a long time, and I have her Cat's Meow. I had wanted to make that for my mom. I didn't realize it at the time, but the designs that were larger than a 5x7 hoop, because I only had the PE 770 that had a 5x7, the designs, which was most of them, that were larger than a 5x7, wouldn't show up in the machine, because nobody tells you in your manual on your embroidery machine that if your design is larger than your largest hoop, you can't make it. And you can't do a split hooping. That's not how that works. A design has to be specifically digitized to be split hooped, and you really don't want to try to resize it down unless you've got some high-end embroidery software and you know what you're doing. Otherwise, it's going to be a hot mess, and I don't recommend it. Anyway, why did I go off on that? Okay, so I talked to her, and I believe her name is Angie, and I told her this story and everything, but we had a good laugh over that. So what did I get from Angie? I got a couple of mug rug things from her. These kits come with the Bozal. It's got a foam in it, this kit does. So this is sewing mug rugs. I thought those were cute. Okay, and then I got the, this is mug rug sewing. This one's Mug Rug Madness. And it contains the Bozal foam for the inside of the mug rug as well. Then it has like hot drinks, coffee, tea, that type of thing. I thought that was cute. So you use all your own fabrics, but the design files are in here. I just think that's adorable. Also, I got a quilt I really want to make, and I'm really thinking I'm going to make this into a sew-along for 2023, I think. No promises, but I want to get it done, and I feel like we could do like a block or two a week and probably have it done by, you know, mid-year or something like that. But this is farm fresh. This is just, I'm going to take this one out of the package so that you can see it. They were so incredibly nice. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's got the CD in it. Comes with the CD, okay? So here we go. So let's look at this. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. I'll put a picture of it too here when I get done. This is adorable. Oh my goodness. And this whole thing is embroidered. The whole thing, made in the hoop, every bit of it. But it has a large quilt, and then it has, so yeah, it's got the large quilt you can do, or you can just do a wall hanging. She gives you a little pattern for that. Some of these are pretty big. You would need like at least an 8x12 for like the full rooster and whatnot, but you can mix and match your blocks and make it work, right? In order to do that. Plus I got so many of, oh, did you guys see, well, those of you that are on our Facebook group saw, but if you're not a member of the Facebook group, I bought a Martelli table. Ooh. It's not even out on the market yet. It's called a Supreme Sewing Table, and it has, I'm going to quit fiddling with this so I'm not rattling with you guys. Oh, to go along with this, I also got the Marca Block for Farm Fresh. Oh, look, I forgot I even got this. I got Marca Block for Farm Fresh. And what this is you make your block too big, and this is just like a plastic stencil that goes over the block, but it's got the markings to tell you where to cut the block. So very, very handy. So then you take like this one right here in the front has the chick. See that? These are all of the Marca blocks that come in the package. So once you get it all stitched out, you just put the stencil of the chicken or whatever right on top of it and line it up perfect and mark your corners, and that tells you where to trim. Very handy. And then I also got, I do want to make this. Before the end of the year, the Christmas tree. See this? That's adorable. That is so, so cute. I love that. And then I got the Marca blocks that go with that package as well. So very cool. Lots of fun. There's so much inspiration there. You just look and you're like, oh, I want to do that. Oh, I want to do that. Oh. I walked my feet off. I got to where I was having my flip-flops in the car, so that when I got done at the end of the day, I would just get into the car and kick my shoes off and put my feet in my flip-flops and go, oh, so nice, so nice. All right, so the Martelli table, right. I won't have it until probably mid-January. They're waiting on some parts that move, but this table. So the reason I wanted a new table is because the table that I have my Luminaire on, my single needle embroidery machine, it's an IKEA table. It's not designed for the weight of the machine. It looks great on the wall. Everything looks great, but it's not functional. The shake from the embroidery machine is so heavy. And if you're ever watching my videos and you see me even just touch the machine to tap a button, you can see the machine shake. Can't have that. Keith mounted it to the wall. Didn't matter. So right now it's got like a wooden mechanics clamp holding it to the table next to it. It's a mess, hot mess. But I got this table. It mechanically goes up and down, and then over on one side of it, it has a Martelli mat, which I love. That's what Keith cut up of he took my Martelli mat and cut it up and put it on his table. And I also picked up the Martelli rotary mat. And oh my goodness, you guys. This thing is incredible. If you ever get a chance to get one of these, you can get them on their website, but yeah, they have them, at shows and stuff. But this thing, listen, how about that? It's got like a rubberized backing on it. It's nice and big. And then this is like a velvet right here. This is the Lazy Susan part. But the mechanics, y'all, just best in the industry. I'm telling you, I've never come across anything like it. So I'm keeping this here at this cutting table, which is next to Spanky, so that I can cut out all of my embroidered blocks on the things that I'm doing. I've got a lot going on this week. I got doctor's appointments. We did the vet. I have DAR meeting. I've got a Veterans Day thing on Friday. And I got your sweet card, Lucretia, for Veterans Day. Thank you. Much appreciated. And so this week is busy, busy, busy. Again, you know, it's like you have to put everything off while you're traveling. And then when you get home, there's all that stuff to catch up with. There is a sulky event tomorrow for the Have a Cup of Cheer. And we're going to be doing that. That starts at, I think it's 2 Eastern. So if you didn't get a chance, I'll link to it below. You can get that, but you can watch it. You can go back and watch it afterwards and then do that too. I got to put all this stuff away. You know, I follow Dana K. White from A Slob Comes Clean on YouTube. And she has this mantra that she does when she talks about decluttering or putting things away. And it is, take it there now. And I tried to do that yesterday. When we got home, it was like 2 hours steady of just unloading the rig. But when I brought it in the house, I took it to where it needed to go. And I unloaded the bag, put things away as I did. And I was doing so well. And then my bus driver decided to be helpful and act like my valet, and he just brought all the bags in and dumped them into a mountain behind the camera. So that's still waiting for me. It's fine, no big deal. So I had a great time. I want to thank All Brands for hosting me and Keith. We had a great time while we were there. And I have got giveaways for you guys that I will be putting on my blog. So you need to go sign up for my blog, powertoolswiththread.com. I no longer do giveaways on YouTube because of all of the scammers that come on there. I've got Raffle Press on my blog, and then we'll do mailings and stuff and get that out to you guys and let you know. There is a giveaway going on right now. It closes tomorrow, I believe, for a Vivilux desk lamp with a phone charger on it. So go check that out. All right, you guys, I've been yapping long enough. It is so good to be home. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please do. We have got a lot coming up in 2023. So many very cool things to make, and I can't wait to share them with you. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you soon. Y'all go sew something. Bye.